What is up, you guys? Cheers to mom's night out. Clink. There's just Perry in here, but I feel like I am lit, I am buzzed. It really is just Perrier. I did an ASMR video where all of a sudden I was doing like a Love is Blind ASMR, and all of a sudden I just like started going into like being drunk, which no one really is on this show. I don't know why I went into that. I was like, so what do you think? I think I do a pretty good like drunk girl. I know I'm 34. I don't think I could ever get cast anymore as like a college party girl, but I could be like that mom, the cool mom. Not like regular mom, I'm a cool mom, but like not a cool mom. I could be like Stifler's mom. I love Jennifer Coolidge so much. But yes, we got the gold cups. I actually got them last Love is Blind season. We're binging, we're binging Love is Blind right now, season 3. I even got my nails done to be like the Love is Blind girls. That show makes me like want to be on that show. I literally was like, why wasn't this show on before I was married? I totally would have got on it too. I totally would have got on it. Obviously I found my perfect man and all of that, but yeah, I would have totally gone on the show. But they really do make me want to like anything they're like wearing, like the white nails. I want to get the white nails. Then they were eating like chips and salsa yesterday, and I was like, I want to get those. And then they had these gold cups. I want to get the gold cups. So I am that person that commercials market to because I will buy everything. All right, this is really just Perrier. But I was like, I look cute. I have my Sharpay Evans dress on. My daughter is napping, so I was just like, let's do a little Q and A. And I'm gonna try not to have this whole one on babies. I know a lot of people actually like my baby content because like, you can just tell, you know, like when like there's views that go up on like baby content, not even with my baby in it, just when I'm talking about being a baby and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like, I know people like the mom content, and like that's my life. Like even on my ASMR podcast, which I try not to do baby content on there because there is a group of people who are just like not into baby content because they're not gonna have babies, they don't want to have babies, like they just want Trish, you know what I mean? But it does, you know, my life is consumed by my daughter in the best way possible. I'm with her just all the freaking time, and I love it, and that's all I think about, that's all I do, that's all I'm Googling and stuff like that. But you know, on the times when she's like napping or sleeping, you know, we watch Love is Blind, we buy gold cups, we dress up as Sharpay Evans and do a little ba to the top, side of the end. Yes, I did a Britney Spears as Sharpay Evans on my TikTok because I'm a GD performer, okay? I am a performer, baby. Anyways, let's get into these questions because I did ask you guys to ask me questions, so why would I be so rude and ignore them? And I have no idea, I didn't screenshot these and do anything. You can follow me. Oh, did it even upload? Literally did not upload. We're gonna just get these live time, whoever's like the first to ask these, I think. Did it? I don't know. It literally still says uploading. Yikes. Okay, so you can follow me. I'm Trisha Paytas Backup. There is my Instagram. I'm Trisha Paytas Backup. Yeah, I'm pretty cool in there. I'm pretty cool in there. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you can see pictures of my daughter and a pumpkin. You know, that's what I post these days on there. Yeah. She's just so cute. Honestly, like, the thing is, like, I'm like, oh, maybe this channel shouldn't be baby content. Maybe we have a family channel for that. This is, like, a Trish channel. But, like, I mean, she's just so cute. Like, she's just the star of everything, of my life, of everything. So it's just kind of like, I don't know. Do any other moms just feel, like, so boring compared to their kids? Like, oh, they're already so much cooler. She's Gen Alpha. Yeah, she's Generation Alpha. What? How is that? What? Too many people are watching Joe Rogan. Generation Alpha? I was like, I don't know if I like that message, but okay. But yeah, Generation Alpha just becomes cooler instantly. So, okay, that's uploading. I literally posted it an hour ago thinking I'm gonna have all the questions in the world. So cheers. Can you guys believe, we'll get to the questions in a minute. Let me just chat for 2 minutes while, you know, my legion of fans just ask me my questions on Instagram. I know people are when Trish is drunk. I swear I'm not. I'm literally just, I play a really good drunk. And I kind of feel it. It's kind of like a mental thing. Like I just got into character for it over on my ASMR channel, and now I'm like still in that party girl mode. But can we just give it up for the OG YouTubers still making YouTube content? Like I love Jaclyn Hill. Like I know, like, okay, I didn't know Jaclyn Hill, right? Like I didn't watch makeup tutorials back in the day. That was not my gig, you know. I was more on like you guys know, I was more on the Totally Sketch, you know, Shane Dawson. That was the OG for me. But there was OG beauty influencers that came like a few years later, right? The OG was Juicy Star and Blair Fowler. Shout out to them. Oh no, Juicy Star is Blair Fowler. Blair and Elle Fowler. Elle still posts. She still talks about her babies, and I'm like, that's everything. I think they moved back to Tennessee, but they were like the it girls. And then like they just stopped posting, which I respect. They're probably doing like bigger and better things. They were always like business girls. They were always doing the most with businesses. So they're probably like bajillionaires and like, we don't need this. And Hannah Minks, I loved her too. There were so many. And then there were some not so good ones that you're like, thank God. Like I don't even like want to check up on them because it's like saying Rumpelstiltskin if you say the name too many times, or Beetlejuice. You guys don't know Rumpelstiltskin, like, why do I feel so lonely? I know people are thinking about it in my mind. It's just late. It's a late start. Like it's literally, what time is it? It's like 4. It's 4:45. It's 4:45. And I never start filming. I always film in the morning, but we had a hectic morning with Malibu, which was like great and fine. Well, she was being a little fussy, you know, so we had to do that. You know, we had to give a shower in the morning. We had to do a shower at night because she gets sleepy after a shower. And then I had to go get my nails done because my nails were like awful. And it literally took so long to do this little dust thing we have going on. It's called chrome or something. Unicorn dust. I don't know. It took so long. And my husband and my baby came with me. So they just drove around because she likes the car. But like it took a long time because we were going to go out to lunch after. That was a whole thing. Went to lunch. I had garlic mashed potatoes that had cheese in it, which I did not like because the cheese was burnt. It's a whole thing. Then I came back. I had to meditate because I haven't meditated in so long. Oh, no, it's like a couple days. If I don't meditate for a few days, I really feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit. So I meditated in the afternoon and it went on for a way long time. Then I just, you know, get into my makeup and was very leisurely about it. And now I'm doing this, and next I'm going to do my ASMR podcast. So if you guys don't know, I have a podcast. It's all ASMR. It's whispery. It's called Tingles and Triggers. I'll link it below. I post new episodes every single week. And it's so much fun, and I whisper. Usually just about TV shows I'm watching. So if you're interested in any of that, let me know. No, don't let me know. Just go watch. Okay, my Instagram stories are great. I'm very involved. Kourtney Kardashian has inspired me. She posts all the time on her stories, so how come I can't? Did no one ask me questions? It says 11 minutes ago. Let me restart. Wow, this is very complicated. I'm gonna have no questions, which is fine. Honestly, I could just talk. Okay, here. We got some, we got some activity. Be careful of Halloween candy, by the way. Supposedly there's fentanyl in some of these candies. I don't know. Be safe, y'all. Okay, right away. Which Trish era is the most iconic? Like literally, I don't even know these questions. I'm an icon. Which Trish era is the most iconic? I'm gonna say Mommy Trish era is pretty iconic. Like I have me and Malibu Barbie. There's 2 of me. Okay? Like there's just, nothing else even compares. Crying on the kitchen floor Trish, can't compare. Celebrity Big Brother Trish, can't compare. Anyone I've ever collabed with on YouTube, can't compare. This era of Trish, Mommy Trish and Malibu Barbie Trish, Malibu Barbie Paytas, Hackman. This is the era. This is where we thrive. What was your MySpace profile song? That's so interesting. Hold on, let me take a little sip again. I'm gonna just hold this like they do on the show. I'm just gonna hold this for the entire thing. I had a Quentin Tarantino like little fan page. It was like dedicated to Quentin Tarantino. Of course, my face was plastered all over it because I wanted him to see me, and it worked. I actually did get to meet him. He was super, super nice, like really nice. Like I don't know, you meet so many people in Hollywood that are like skeezy and weird, and like Quentin always was just like really cool. And he's very like standoffish with like fans. Not standoffish, but he definitely has. He's professional. You know what I mean? Like there's never that weird. A lot of celebrities like go in this weird route with fans, and not that I'm judging, like, you know, celebrities got to meet people too, and like, hey, if you want to marry a fan, like that's what I always thought was gonna happen to me with somebody, whatever. I mean, I think it's cool, like, you know, more power to you, but I don't know, looking back, I'm kind of like, ooh, that was kind of weird, like, you know, because there is that power to, anyways, he was always super cool, like the one, and Eminem too. Those 2 were always ones that were just like so cool, probably because they're so A-list and so big time that they like, and they're like smart, so they know better not to be like weird, you know what I mean? Because you see so many stories now, like celebrities that like hit on fans on like dating apps, and like maybe they're not really being creepy, but like everyone turns on them like, wow, that's so creepy. Even if they're not being creepy, it's just hard to be a celebrity these days. Anyways, Quentin Tarantino was my like inspiration. I was called Grindhouse Barbie. My MySpace URL was myspace.com/Mrs_Tarantino. At one point it was still up. I don't know if it still is. My whole background was Quentin's face, and my profile song was always a like song from the movie. I know my main one was Chick Habit from Death Proof, because that was the song that was out at the moment. It was 2007. It was the movie that was coming out. So hence Grindhouse Barbie, all that stuff. And I had Hang Up the Chick Habit, Hang Up That Daddy. And Quentin wasn't on MySpace, but Eli Roth was on MySpace. And that's how I got to meet Quentin. And I actually met my best friend from Eli Roth's top 8 friends. So MySpace was kind of everything back in the day. But yeah, my best friend was his friend in like when they were little. They're still friends. And so I like was befriending all of like people that knew Quentin Tarantino. And my friend who was in was in Grindhouse. He was in the trailers. And so I kind of just started talking to him because I was like, you know, oh my gosh, like it's so cool. Again, he's not like a celebrity or anything like that. He did this film or whatever. And we just talked, and like honestly, like he's my best friend, and I'm like not, and it's super platonic. Like it was never weird or anything like that either. And yeah, and then Eli just told me about like a Quentin Tarantino like movie. He had a movie theater, Quentin Tarantino movie theater, and he was doing like a special, I can't remember, like something for Grindhouse, something to promote the movie. And I got to meet Quentin Tarantino for the first time. I thought that was so super cool. Eli was super cool to me. He's another one that's like not creepy and not weird, and he seems to be like living his life now. I think he's just like making movies and just being a bajillionaire, and I think that's really cool. I like when people can just, you know, do whatever. But anyways, my MySpace page obviously was impressive enough to being a Quentin Tarantino fan, and I got to meet him, and it was Chick Habit, but I would always change it. Like it was Reservoir Dogs at one point, the Stuck in the Middle with You. It was always a Quentin Tarantino song. The Jackie Brown, Across 110th Street. God, this is, I'm in a chatty mood. I probably should get out more. I've been in my house for 6 weeks straight. We are going away for my husband's birthday. So, not on his actual birthday, but you get it. How do you look so amazing after giving birth? Oh my gosh, well, I mean, I kind of do look amazing, I'm not gonna lie. No, you know what it is? I was very, very lucky. During pregnancy, this sounds crazy, and I know, like, okay, trigger warning first. Eating disorders. If you're not comfortable, just give a few minutes. Serious note, I actually I had binge eating disorder my whole life, like literally, and I didn't know there was like a name for it really, like I really didn't. I just know I would like stuff my face until I was like sick. Like the idea behind that was like, I just want to be so sick of food that I won't eat the next day. So that was like always my thought. It's like, if I'm just gonna be so full. Then it kind of went into like stuffing myself, so I wouldn't eat for like a couple hours. Like it usually was just days at a time. I would just binge, eat as much as I can, and then like, you know what, I'm not gonna eat for a week. And this did work for me in high school. You know, I would stuff my face like Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday through like Friday afternoon, I would literally just drink Slim Fast. And I did lose a lot of weight in high school. I did lose a lot. I wasn't skinny, but I did lose a lot of weight. And it was really bad. And again, I never knew this was like an eating disorder, right? Because I was fat. And I was like, okay, fat people don't have eating disorder. Wrong, they do. So I've always had this. I always had a problem with just eating too much, ordering too much food. It was honestly like my stomach would never know the feeling of fullness. Like I never knew the feeling of fullness. It was really awful. And I would always think about food. I'd always think about my next meal. Something about pregnancy, and I really do feel my daughter is like a miracle healer. I think babies are in general. My knee healed within like days of me falling and twisting it. And I'm not saying get pregnant to cure your eating disorder. I'm not saying that if you are pregnant, you know, you won't have to deal with your eating disorder. In fact, I thought it was gonna be the opposite. I thought it was gonna be really, really scary for me that I was gonna binge because I was pregnant, and I was just like, you know what, I'm pregnant, I can binge. But my stomach physically wouldn't allow me to. The best way I can explain it is I carried my daughter high, and not carried her high, that's gonna sound bad, high up, okay. And sorry, there's a plane, hold for plane. And it was like all my organs or whatever were just like up there. So it was like really difficult for me to breathe kind of, just in general. But add food to the equation, like, oh, like I could not breathe. You know, like the feeling when you eat too much and you like can't breathe. That's kind of how I felt all the time. So like I would get a little bit hungry and maybe eat like a piece. Like you guys would see in my mukbangs, like I'd eat a piece of lasagna. And I would get so full, even if I only had like a sandwich the day. Like usually my breakfast was like cereal. That would be my biggest meal, actually. I'd eat my whole bowl of cereal. And then for lunch, I'd have like half of a peanut butter sandwich. But then like, let's say for dinner, I had pasta, because I really did do a lot of pasta when I was pregnant. I could only have like a little bit, like literally like half a piece of lasagna, like maybe a quarter of the bowl of pasta. It was really weird, really bizarre, but the best way I can describe it, it felt like a gastric sleeve. I don't have a gastric sleeve, but that's how I imagine, is like you just physically can't eat more. Like you're too full, which is a really great feeling, a feeling I never knew before getting pregnant. And I don't know like if my mindset has changed or what, but I still have that feeling of fullness. Like I find myself like I can eat a little bit more, but what I'm kind of doing now postpartum is eating just half of, like, we've been eating out a lot and ordering in a lot because we haven't been cooking. So it's actually pretty easy. You get a plate where you get fish and chips. There's 3 fish, there's a little bit of fries. I like literally eat half the fries, half the fish. So like 1.5 pieces of fish. and it kind of just works. I have been able to, not only did I lose all my pregnancy weight, I'm actually 10 pounds down from where I started. I was 226 when I started. I'm now 216, which is like really crazy. I just have gotten back to like walking. And yeah, it really works because again, I kind of eat what I want. I haven't really ate pasta. I had pasta like once. I said on Twitter, like, I haven't had pasta like since pregnancy, like my taste buds are changing, and literally like people found this like picture from when I went out to lunch and I had chicken parm, and like I don't even remember eating that pasta because I really did have like 2 bites of that pasta and I was like, oh my gosh, okay. I always know if I say I don't like something or haven't done something, someone will find somewhere that I'm like, nope, but here, that's, you know, my memory, you know, what can I say? I guess I just don't have good memory like y'all, and that's why I can like appreciate people on the internet, because there's some people who are straight up like obsessed with me, and I don't really think that's necessarily a bad thing unless they want to do harm to me. But there are some people who like point out that stuff and remember every detail about me, and I don't know if they're fans or they're haters or they're a little bit of both. They might be confused, but either way I find it very impressive. I always think like, I know they should be working for the FBI, or sometimes like, wow, y'all, like, no. But it's good because if I forget something, I can be like, y'all, can you find that clip? In fact, investigators out there, challenge, can y'all find like clips of me saying I wanted to name my daughter Malibu from like when I was 24 years old? Because I've been saying that for so long, and a lot of my videos I took down like last year because I don't know, I didn't stand by them anymore, and I was like low-key embarrassed by old TRISH. But if you guys can find that, like put a little compilation together, cheers to that. But that's how I look so good, and I really do feel good. Like I do feel good. Like my belly is a little softer, like where the fat is, it's definitely a little softer and it doesn't feel like tight. But, you know, after my 3rd baby, God willing, let me think over, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just really doing it to feel good about myself, and also if I do want to get pregnant again, so therefore I'm trying to lose as much weight as possible, because I wasn't uncomfortable during my pregnancy as an overweight person to start with, getting pregnant and then gaining weight. Like I wasn't uncomfortable. I had a healthy baby and delivery and all that stuff like that. I'm not saying that it's healthy to be overweight, but it is possible. So just putting that out there. Okay. Where will Malibu's first vacation be? See, it's all baby stuff, which is fine. We want to take her to Bora Bora. I feel like that's really calm. I saw like a channel, I don't know if they were a family channel or not, they took their like baby to Bora Bora and she put her feet in the water. I think she's just a Bora Bora kind of girl. Yeah. What do you miss the most about pre-parenting days? This is a good question. You know, it's so funny because like I really can't imagine my life without her, right? Like now you can't imagine the life without her. So there's nothing like I miss, right? She just is like a missing piece. It feels very whole and complete. Like we're a family. Like when I go to the doctor, she's like, I'll bring your family back now. And it's really cool because we created this family. We created her out of love. And like when you create something out of love, like it's just like this, it's really magic. It's like, wow, it's a missing piece. It's really cool. There's, you know, this part of both of you, and it's awesome. But you know, the one thing I would say in general is just really appreciate the time if you are thinking about having kids. Like really appreciate the time that you have with just your partner, right? Like once you have a baby, it's beautiful. It like blossoms. But I think I don't know if I took I don't know if I took Moses for like granted before we had our baby, or maybe that was it. You know, I kind of took him for granted. I look at him in this whole different perspective now. One, I just think he's just, I just salivate when I look at him. I mean, he's always been gorgeous to me. He's always been handsome, of course. But now I'm just like, ah, you know what I mean? And I don't know what it is. I think because he's just like so hands-on and he just has that dad look. I don't know. There's something about him. But I also think he's like so funny. I think everything he does is like so smart. I'm like in awe of everything that he can figure out. And he's always been like this. But I don't know. It's taken me, our daughter, to see that, I guess. And again, I wish I wish I could have met my husband 10 years ago. I wish we could have had Malibu 10 years ago. I wish we could have just all been a family from the beginning. And I think we were. I feel like she was always in there. But I think in general, and people told us this too, is like just enjoy the time with like you two. Like I kind of wish we could have done more together. The flip side of that is like this year we were supposed to travel, but now we can travel with her, which makes everything like more exciting. Like we wanted to go to Paris and Italy, and I just saw Lena the plug, I love her, take her daughter to Paris and Italy, and I was like, oh, that looks so much funner to go with like your baby and like dress them up and like, you know, just get them worldly and to explore different things. Obviously that'd probably be like a few years. I don't think we're gonna like take her now. She wouldn't appreciate it, but yeah, but in general, I just kind of wish like, you know, I don't know, I guess just enjoyed more and soaked up more time with just, but it's hard to do that in the moment, right? it's kind of like now, you know, I really try my best to soak up every single moment she's awake and stuff, because he's like, you don't want to miss it, right? Because I do think I missed some special times that we could have had because I was focused on myself or focused on this and not really focused on us. Like, and that's what was cool about a quarantine romance. I am so long-winded today. I'm so sorry. I've got to like 4 questions. That was cool about a quarantine romance is we did kind of like the world shut down. We met March 15th, and I think the March 14th we met. And I think the world shut down like March 16th. And so like it was really cool because we had nowhere to go. Like businesses weren't really working. Like no one kind of knew anything. Like everyone just like, okay, stay in your house until further notice. And we quarantined together. So I will say I am so thankful for that because it really did give us a time to just be with each other. Again, I think I didn't appreciate it because I was scared. I like pushed him away so many times. I was like, no, you know, there were so many like things, but we did get to spend the majority of it together. And it was really beautiful and wonderful. So when I look back at those times, I'm like, you know what? I do appreciate those times. And I did live in those moments. I remember our first week in quarantine. I talk about it all the time with him. I always bring it up. I'm like, do you remember this? Even when we're watching Love is Blind, because we watched Love is Blind, I think the first season in quarantine. And it just, you know what I mean? It just was like such a special time. So I feel like the moral of that story is appreciate like the now. What do I miss about pre-parenting? Like nothing, because I just like, my life is literally complete. Like as soon as I had her, I was like, okay, life begins now. So I don't really miss like my former life. The only thing I could say is I wish I would have appreciated Moses more and like watched his TikToks more and stuff. Because I remember he'd do TikToks and I'd be like, oh, like I don't know. Like I was just like, I don't know. I was like super selfish at the beginning and I have no idea why he liked me. Maybe he saw something in me that I didn't see. I was like the Beast and he was like Belle. He's like, but then she never shuddered at my palm. No, it can't be. A few days more. I swear there's something there that wasn't there before. Maybe that's how he saw me. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Always just enjoy your partner. But having a baby is super cool. And that's like, life does begin then. When will you visit Israel? We really want to visit Israel like within the next year. I hope. I don't know, you know, there's always stuff going on there, as is here. I'm not saying whatever, but just trying to figure it all out. I would love to see it. Like, that's the one thing since I met Moses, I want to go to Israel. Obviously, Malibu has family over there. So it'd be great to go visit. I hope soon. I have a lot of Israeli acquaintances, I guess friends. Iliad, shout out Iliad. We did a live one time on TikTok. We've chatted before. He's super cool. Just got married, Mazel Tov. But yeah, me and Moses, like we had talked to him on live, which was really cool. So I think if we go to Israel, we'd see him. Maybe he's super famous over there, so maybe not. I don't know. And then this other guy, I tweeted Uri Geller. I love him so much. I need to email him. But yeah, I love him. He like bends spoons. And now he's like into UFOs and stuff. And I loved Uri Geller back in the day. He was friends with Michael Jackson when I went to London. I remember Uri Geller was there and I thought he was super cool. So I think he's over in Israel. I think he's over in Jaffa. So I'd love to see him. Again, we're not really like acquaintances, but you know, he tweeted me once, so I would love to see Jaffa. I'd love to, because we were supposed to get married over there. Obviously all of our family over there, the side that I met and haven't met from Moses' side of the family. I was supposed to be, did I talk about this? I had an interview once with Celebrity Big Brother Israel. Yeah, oh my god, didn't even talk. Okay, T. No, I had an interview with them last year, and I don't ever know if like I would have been on, because I think they wanted me to speak a little bit more Hebrew than I know, which, let's be real, I really don't know Hebrew. I love Hebrew. I want to learn it more than anything. I was on Duolingo, okay? I have a whole song in Hebrew. Okay. פשוטים, כוס קפה מפסק כמו שאת אוהבת, אולי מזבוק כוכבים מתפתחת לשמיים, תזכרי בינתיים, חסד ותבוא שמחה עלינו, לא משנה מה קרה, I don't even know, אני פה איתך, השקט שלך, עוד ינצח את הכל, תתיהי לי שאת לא תוותרי עלינו, בטוב וברע, אני פה איתך, השקט שלך, עוד ינצח את הכל, ינצח את הכל. That's Iliad. Or עולם חדש, זה בו יהיו. That's like a whole new world. I don't know, I might be saying it wrong. But yeah, I think I had interviews with Celebrity Big Brother Israel, and that would have been so iconic. That would have been so iconic. Celebrity Big Brother Israel, if you want me back, if you want me on, I don't speak Hebrew, but I would love to be in there. I don't even know if it's Celebrity, maybe it's just regular Big Brother. Here I'm trying to be like, Celebrity Big Brother. I was on Celebrity Big Brother UK, but UK celebrities versus Israeli celebrities, I don't know how they do it. Also, my clout, my social clout has gone down a little bit since Celebrity Big Brother days UK. Favorite restaurant in Los Angeles? I haven't gone out to restaurants in Los Angeles in so long. I really want to try John and Vinny's. It's like this pasta place that everyone talks about. But God, my old favorite, I don't even know. Isn't that crazy? I mean, there was one at the Grove that I was like obsessed with. I lived across the street from it. I don't even remember the name. I literally don't remember the name of that. It was my favorite. It was a pizza and pasta place. Wow. I was obsessed with that place too, and I can't even remember. I always got buttered noodles there. If you know, you know. I haven't gone out in so long in Hollywood, and like if we were to go in there, I wouldn't even know where to eat now. I'm gonna just say Benihana. It's in the Valley, but you know what? That's my answer. Do your back and feet still hurt? So interesting. No, everything was swollen. Look, my hand, I have my engagement ring back on. My wedding ring doesn't quite fit yet, but I will. I still am a little swollen, but no, that all went away as soon as I gave birth. My feet, oh, you know what? You do get swollen a little bit after pregnancy, like at nighttime. My feet did kind of expand really big, but no, oh yeah, my back doesn't hurt. My back only hurts sometimes when I'm like laying with her for so long and then I try to get up and I'm like, oh. But yeah, it kind of went away instantly. The only thing that didn't go away instantly after pregnancy, or after birth, was heartburn. I still had it for like a couple weeks, so I continued taking Nexium. Okay guys, well, thank you so much for Ask Me Anything Time AMA. No, this was really fun. I really love doing these. Again, I'm trying to figure out the direction of this channel, like where I want it to go. Like I definitely want to get back to cooking videos. I want to try and do like healthy recipes. I want to try like low carb recipes, not keto or anything, just like low carb recipes. Like just, I want to start cooking more and like cooking healthier stuff. Because like, you know, my taste buds have changed since pregnancy. Not to say I like won't want to make a pasta here and there, but they changed a lot. So I like want to just like figure out like this new routine, this new eating and all stuff like that. But also like, I don't know if like that should be the channel. You know what I mean? Like do I go back to doing mukbangs, you know, like once a week, going to get some fun new fast food item. Like it's been fun doing McDonald's, you know what I mean? I don't know. Do I do favorites? I have some like kind of cute like little skit ideas. And then I thought about bringing back like YouTube 2012, like doing like husband does my makeup, you know, like those kind of things, like what's in my purse. Like those were so fun. I think there's no trends on YouTube. I think that's why I love TikTok so much. It's like there's so many trends and they're like so easy to like hop on. YouTube, let's start getting some trends. You know, let's bring it back. Me, Jaclyn Hill, and Philip DeFranco, let's start bringing back these trends. Philip DeFranco's been on a long time. I want to say he's been on as long as I have. I started in 2006. No, my first video technically was January 3rd, 2007. But like, I feel like people have been on a long time. We've been on a minute, millennials. There's millennials, there's Gen Z, and now there's Gen Alpha. Is there a Gen in the middle of that? I don't know. Anyways, cheers to you guys. Cheers. Love is Blind. If you ever need new hosts, love Nick and Vanessa Lachey. I love them so much. If they ever decide to move on or they're just like, we're over this, please let us co-host. Maybe the after show. Me and my husband can come do the after show. Love is Blind, because we had such a tumultuous dating experience in the beginning. So we could be there. Or the Ultimatum. We could have an Ultimatum. Or just any other Netflix show. I want to host something like 90 Day Fiance Reunion, or what could we host, like International Love, or interculture dating show, like I don't know, something like that would be fun. I'm not sure what, but if you guys need hosts, I'd love to do it. I have a husband who'll do it. If I'm like, let's do this, he'll be like, okay. I don't know, me just pitching it. I just think Vanessa and Nick Lachey has such a good job being at Netflix, just like hosting Ultimatum and like Love is Blind. Like they show up like literally, wait, have they even showed up? They showed up once so far in the season, and that was just them driving to Malibu and appearing at the house and not even interacting with any of the contestants of the show. They have a pretty good job. I love it. Congrats to you guys. That is going to do it for me. I feel like I confessed a lot. I feel like I had some confessions. I don't know. Secrets? Did I spill secrets? There's a new Chippendales show coming out on Hulu. I'm so excited. Hulu's been doing the best shows. The Dropout, Pam and Tommy, and now they're doing Chippendales. I watched the Chippendales, like I think it was on Discovery. They had like a documentary that my mom was like obsessed with, and I watched it. And now they're doing that about the guy who discovered Chippendales. It's so spicy, and the actor who plays like the lead is like a really good actor that I like love. I was like obsessed with him, so I'm really excited. But yeah, all right guys, that's gonna do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers again. I cheers you so many times. All right, cheers, bye.